Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to our Tuesday morning breathwork session. As you can see, I've still got a bit of building work going on around me, but I've got plenty of space to do our practice today, hopefully. So let's start off with some activation. Then we'll do a little bit of stretching of our neck and our shoulder muscles, and then I want to do a couple of qigong flows where we're combining breath with the heart meridian, so the blood flow around the body as well. So that's really nice, combining how we bring oxygen into the body through the breath and then how we deliver oxygen throughout the body with the blood and the heart. So let's start off with knocking. So you're taking your feet shoulder width apart, a little bit of bend in the knees, rotating from the center, from the hips and the waist, and then just letting the arms, and I've got a plant in my way, let me just move this plant. You're just letting the arms tap the back of the body and the front of the body. This is called knocking on the door of life. And that point in the back of the body behind, directly behind the navel, is seen as the point where we have our original chi, our original energy that we are born with. So we're just waking up that energy. Breathing easy in and out through the nose. From a biomechanical point of view, we're getting some really good rotation through the spine, through the hips, through the legs. And our breath is just natural, easy, in and out through the nose. You're not having to breathe in any particular way, any particular pattern. Feel stable as you're connected to the ground through the feet. And light and lifted through the spine. And now we will take a slightly fuller in-breath, so breathe in through the nose, slightly fuller, and on the exhale, just slow it down into water waves. Moving from the hips and the waist, and the arms follow, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the upper back. Softness in the elbows, softness in the wrists, slowing it down so you come to a standstill, just bringing your feet now about hip width apart, rotating the shoulders back and down, opening the palms, just standing for a moment. Stepping out, back to our shoulder width apart, a little bit of bend in the knees, spinal cord breathing. So we bend a little bit more in the knees. Extend, look up to the sky, breathe in, and then curl the tailbone, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, keeping that little bit of bend in the knees, and we're just getting that pelvis tilting forwards and backwards. So as we're breathing in and bringing the elbows back, we're spilling out the front of the pelvis. As we're bringing the elbows together, breathing out, we're spilling out the back of the pelvis. So if you need to watch me from the side, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. The breath is in and out through the nose. On the next breath in, rotate to the right side. Breathe into the right. As you breathe out, come back to center. And then breathe into the left side. As you breathe out, come back to center. So just go at your own comfortable pace, side to side. Breathing in, breathing out, back to center. Doing one more each side. Coming back to center. Coming up to standing. And just give yourself a little bit of a shake out, shake the legs, shake the shoulders, have a little walk around if you need a walk around. Let's come to focus on some nice neck mobilization, neck stretches. So you bring your palms together, but behind your back. So either up there, down a little bit if that's a little bit tight in the shoulders. What we want to avoid is any sort of like tension up here in the shoulders. So just down a little bit, keeping the palms together. That's the key, to keep the palms together. Shoulders nice and stable. And then we will take our ear to shoulder. No forcing, no strain. And then chin to chest. Then you come up to the other side, ear to shoulder. And then you just balance the head on top of the spine. So we're not rolling the head back at all. And then we go again, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to opposite shoulder, balance on top of the spine. And then just go nice and slow, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. If you find any tight, really tight areas, then what you can do is just take a gentle breath out through the mouth, almost like a release breath. So you could breathe in and just a gentle breath out. Keeping those palms together, keeping the shoulders still, keeping that upper body still. Let's do one more in this direction. Come back to balance on top of the spine. Maybe give a little head nod so you lengthen up. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. Keep those palms pressing together. Let's do one more. Coming back to balancing the head on top of the spine, lengthening the neck, and then just relaxing the arms. You might want to give your arms a little bit of a shake. And just stand for a moment. Feel tall, nice and lifted, light through the upper body. Good. When you're ready, we'll go back to palms together, palms behind the back. So just sitting, you can sit them down on sort of like the tailbone there, a little bit higher if that's comfortable. Pressing the palms together. This time we'll take ear to shoulder, and when you get your ear to shoulder, it's almost like you're drawing a little circle with the chin. So you're just circling, I'll just come a little bit closer so you can see. So you're just circling with the chin. Small circles, and then let's go the other direction. Keeping those palms together. Breathing easy. Not forcing. And then slowly balance your head back on top of the spine, and then we'll go other side, ear to shoulder, tiny circles with the chin. In one direction, keep those palms pressed together. And then the other direction. Breathing easy. Nice. And then bring the head balance back on top of the spine. Just relax the arms down. Take a minute or a moment just to let the shoulders relax down. And the head to feel tall, balanced on top of the spine. Little head nod is always nice. Let's do a little massage on the neck. This is always really good. So you're bringing your palms, actually bring your fingers together like that. And then thumbs facing down. Bring them to the back of your head. And really get into just underneath the skull there where you can feel. Just give yourself a really good neck massage here. Underneath those bones. There, just circling. Circling. And you can come up and down, gently massaging either side of the spine. I think we often forget that the spine goes right up to this point here, so we want to get into the neck area, which is all part of the spine. And maybe down a little bit. And if you find any tender points, then you can give yourself a little bit more attention at that spot. Coming back up and down. You may find one side is a little bit tighter than the other. Maybe not. And now just get your hand and just bring your hand across the back of the neck and just squeeze the back of the neck. And then other hand and squeeze and go side to side. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let's do one more each side, squeezing squeezing. Good, take a rest there. And just before we go into our flow, let's do a bit of shaking. So just using your legs as pumps. So you're just creating vibration through the body, and then use your wrists and your arms as pumps. So let the shoulders go. And the spine, so that head just nods on top of the spine. And we can do a nice full breath in and sigh out. Let go. Full breath in and so if you feel you need a couple more full breaths and sighs, go ahead with that. Really relax the shoulders. Just let the shoulders go. Use the spine as a pump as well as the arms and the legs. Slowing it down. Slowing it down. And then coming to standing. Opening up the shoulders, bringing the palms facing forwards. Enjoy the tingling sensations as they run through the arms, the legs, the body. Just follow the breath, just to follow a few breaths in and out through the nose, deep into the center. That feels good. We've activated, we've done a little bit of stretching, and now we'll go into a couple of Qigong flows, focusing on the breath and focusing on the heart meridian, the fire element, so focusing on the blood. So first of all, focusing on our breath, palms together, we'll go a little bit wider on the feet, so about a shoulder and a half width apart, a little bit of bend in the knees. Squeeze the palms together a little bit, lift the elbows, so there's a little bit of good tension in the hands, making sure the shoulders aren't rocking up here, so just keeping the shoulders down. And then we lift our heart to sky, so we breathe in, opening up the chest, lifting the sternum up. And then we breathe out, pressing the palms together, breathe in, breathe out. Expanding the body and contracting. The breath is quiet, so we're not pulling excess breath in. We're just letting that energy, we're letting the breath just flow into the body through the nose. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Energy flowing in. Spine extending and opening up, rib cage extending and opening up. Let's do 2 more. And then take a rest there. So it's called heart to sky. It's really nice. The intention is you're lifting your heart up to the sky. You're opening your body up. You're letting the energy flow in through the nose. And then we're just squeezing out the energy as we come back into this position. Next movement is called igniting the fire. So this is focusing on the fire element and heart and blood. So once we've got the energy into our body, once we've got the breath into our body, then that oxygen is taken from the lungs into the blood. So we then want to transport that oxygen throughout the body. So this is great if you tend to get cold hands and feet. I often get cold hands and feet. So this is getting the blood and the fire burning within the body, getting the blood flowing. This is one of the practices we use when we do our immerse yourself in nature retreat coming up at the end of February. So we do this between the sauna and the lock. So it's quite a nice movement. So palms together. And then what you do is you rotate the palms. So your elbow goes up and then that elbow goes up. So you're rubbing your hands together basically. So if I come a little bit closer, you can see there I'm just rubbing palms, elbow coming up, rubbing. So you're igniting the fire, igniting the flames. So I'll come back there. Now we'll add a little bit of movement into this. So we're at our shoulder and a half width apart. As we rotate and bring one elbow up, you shift to the side where that elbow is raised up and you look in the other direction. Then we come back to center. You can dip down, so we're back into center there, pressing the palms together. Then we shift to the other side, elbow goes up and you're looking in the other direction. Dip to center, shift, dip and shift. Now going to a nice flowing movement. And you can go deep in that center if you want, or you can just go a little bit into that center. If you want to really get the legs working, you can go a little bit deeper. You can go a little bit wider. Get that nice flowing movement side to side, looking in the opposite direction. We've done all of our neck work, so that should feel nice as you're looking in that opposite direction. Press the palms together. Couple more. And then come back to center. And we'll go straight into heart to sky. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. At your own pace, breath in, breath out. So you're bringing that oxygen into the lungs. Couple more heart to skies. And then let's go into igniting the flame, igniting the fire. So dip, rotate. Not rotate, sorry, glide to the opposite side. You are doing a little bit of rotating because you're rotating through the spine, through the hips, but you're just gliding side to side. Elbow goes up, rubbing your hands, pressing those palms together. If you feel comfortable to go a little bit deeper in that center point, with this, you're just breathing naturally, easily in and out through the nose. So you don't have to breathe in any particular way. Couple more. And then back to center. Let's do one more. Heart to sky. Breath in. Breath out. And your own pace. And then palms together. Walking the feet together. And just take a moment to balance. Relax the shoulders. Hopefully you feel warmed up. Feel the blood going to all the fingers and toes throughout the whole body. So as we're breathing in, we're breathing that oxygen into the lungs. Then the oxygen is going from the lungs into the blood. The blood is transporting that oxygen to every single cell within the body. Remembering too that we don't want to be over breathing, because if we breathe too much air, then what happens is the blood holds onto the oxygen. It doesn't release the oxygen as efficiently from the blood if we are over breathing. Right, let's finish off going to shoulder width apart. And we'll finish off with one of our elements from the 5 element movements, another one of our elements with the earth element. We'll do pebble in the pond. So we're just grounding, centering and earthing. Palms facing towards your center. And we shift away, arms flow out. And then we come back to center. So shift forwards, back to center. It's a very subtle shift if I show you from the side. So I'm not reaching out here. Literally the hips are just gliding back a little bit. And that creates that sort of like momentum for the arms to just glide forward. So hips gliding back. And we breathe out. Breathing in. Out. Breathing out. This is about grounding, centering. One more. Bringing your palms crossed, just resting on the lower abdomen, bringing the feet together. Closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. Relaxing the feet. Softening the knees a little bit, softening the hips a little bit. Relaxing the shoulders, lifting tall through the spine. Just rocking and swaying without you doing anything. Taking a fuller breath in, slow full breath in, opening your eyes at the top of the breath. Having a little stretch if you need a stretch. Excellent. Nice, great work. Tomorrow, if you are doing the AIM challenge, if you're in the AIM challenges group, we've got an extra Zoom session tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, 8 till 8:30. Elaine and Kevin, who have been organising that challenge, will be chatting. So if anybody wants to catch up on that, if you're doing your AIM 2022 kilometres challenge, that will be on Zoom tomorrow. Otherwise, if we don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Thursday for the movement class. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining. Take care. See you later. Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye.